Hello everybody, welcome to another Q&A. We're wrapping this one up. We got two more raffles today. One for PlayStation 4 card, which I haven't given out yet, and then the other for the last 400 gems. Be if this is the last video or not is not there, but you know, we could win. So let's just jump right into the questions and keep going. Would you ever consider doing a YouTube Twitch full-time if you get larger? Yes, that was the intention from the start. If I could do that, I can then move to a cheaper location and then just stream live. But the problem with that is it takes a lot of effort to do that, and it's a long way down the road before I even do that. Years, if even. So unless I get a massive boost in everything that I do and it stays consistent, I don't think I'll be getting there anytime soon. When was the first time you felt like YouTube is my passion in life, and this is what I'm thankful for in life? YouTube is kind of a curse at the same time of being so wonderful. It consumes your life at the same time of being wonderful. Having your life taken away is weird. Like, when you do YouTube, it is your life. There's no turning it off anymore. It's always there. It is always stressing you. Even when you're not making videos, even when you go to do something else, the thought of going to make a video later that day is always on your mind. Always. And it's crippling almost. Trying to enjoy my time at a bar, the only time I can forget I gotta go do YouTube is when I'm drunk. And not even that stops me because I still upload things while I'm drunk. And I do what I gotta do. So, YouTube is a passion which I was unaware I had, and it came about, and I like it, and I'm thankful for it, but also it's got its downfalls that I'm not thankful for. So we'll call it even YouTube. How do you prepare your coffee, and how do you like it? I have a Keurig machine, which makes easy single cups. I mix it with 2 creamers, 3 sweet and lows, and that makes it nice and creamy for me. I also use the darkest because it gives the most energy, I think. Moving on, when did you realize that you were able to do YouTube full-time? I can't do YouTube full-time. That realization is not here yet. This is not a full-time job. This is more of a hobby. It pays the bills a little bit. My main job pays most of the bills, but this is my extra money to live life because lots of expenses. How do helpful and inexperienced Smite player be better at Smite? I don't know, tell you things you might not know and you learn from that? I'm not exactly sure. Boobs or butt? Why not both? But I seem more like a butt guy because I'm bisexual and everybody's got a butt. Why don't you take a break if your condition is so bad? By break, I mean a video for a week or two. Because as much as health is important for life, so is the living situation. If I took a break and I stopped making YouTube videos, you guys stop watching. When you guys stop watching, money goes out the window. When money goes out the window, I lose my living situation. So this box I live in will become a street I live in, and that is not a good idea. So as much as health is important, I'm pretty sure having a mental condition is much better than having physical problems later from living on the street and starvation. And I don't mean to come off as a dick, but that's the real truth of I can't stop not one day. Do you think that you'll ever quit YouTube for financial difficulties? No, I cannot quit YouTube because of financial difficulties, so I'll be staying in YouTube for quite some time. Do you think that you'll ever quit? Oh, we already answered that one. Moving on. I'm not answering that one again. Do you think? Why does my eyes always go back? It's like I have the one I want to read highlighted. What are your thoughts on OP God releases? Better than Nerf releases. When Robin first came out, he was a piece of crap, and I never play him. Wheelix came out, she was also a piece of crap. Never play her. Do you have any talents? I thought being a charming old man was talent enough, but I don't know. I'm smart in some way, fast learning. I don't know. I read people. I don't know. I'm not a people's person, but I still deal with people. Is that a talent? I collect things. Is that a talent? I don't know. What is my talent? I does good in bed. Yeah, I think that's a good talent. Why am I wearing my headphones? You know, I was like listening to things earlier. I might as well throw those off. Wow, that feels a lot better. I just realized I had those on. So my talents. I can dance. I guess I can copy dance moves pretty damn well. I was in music theater for a period of time, and that was like my one thing I was good at is if somebody could dance, I could do that dance. So learning plays and stuff is easy when you can copy people. That's about it. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why? Ooh, super speed. Why? Sonic. 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 Are we going to see you in the near future playing professionally in the SP, I think he means L, but he put N, with your new team? No. Nope. I don't have time to do that. That's a full-time job, and I'm a YouTuber. So what makes me different from SPL players is I do not commit myself to being particularly good at any game. I make entertainment. So being that my entertainment and education has come from Smite, I've been a very avid Smite player. And because of that, my channel's kind of evolved around that. But no matter what, I am an entertainer at the end of the day. I do not pour as much time as I need to be a professional player. Could I be one? Probably. If I didn't have a full-time job and someone was going to support me up until I get to the point, but I don't have that kind of want. I don't want to be an SPL player. Will you start a series where you try to place in other MOBAs or just play them in general? The MOBA scene is kind of heavy in videos already, I would assume. If I try to go to League, it's already taken. Dota's already taken. Smite was kind of open at the time, but even Smite is kind of taken. And then moving on to the other ones, I mean, maybe, but I still have a lot of competition that might not, you know, I don't know. I got a lot of games to play as a gamer, and I will do those games, but that's about it. But I might play them, maybe. We'll see. It's something that is possible in the future. Why am I so shitty? And I think he's talking about himself, and I have no idea because I have no idea who you are. Did anyone ever tell you not to do YouTube? Oh my god, yes! So many people were like, no, YouTube's going to be a waste of your time. No, you're not going to be that popular. No, everybody fails at this. No, you're not going to do good. I showed them. It was great. It was, nobody thought I could be entertaining in any way. You know? So the people who told me not to do YouTube for monetization purposes were the people who didn't believe in me, and I made it without them. Suck those nuts. How long do you like the revamping Smite? What? How do you like the revamping Smites done with recent gods? And is there any you would currently change? They really need to change Arachne. They changed her way back in the day. They need to change her again to fit the current meta. She's not that good. Maybe Thanatos needs a bit of an update too. But the revamping's alright. They ruined Zeus for me though. I hated that. What's your mic, keyboard, mouse, and headset? Head over to my Twitch channel. I got it on the front page. Check it out there. I'm not even gonna look it up here. Do you be having good days and bad days in your everyday life? I'm human. I think I also suffer from good and bad days, and sometimes even the middle days in between. When will you set up a PO box so we can send you stuff? Ooh. You know, I didn't ever think that anybody would ever want to send me stuff, so I never did. I know that one person in particular, the person asking this question, does. But to me, that's one person to open a P.O. box? That's expensive. I'm not deserving of anything. I don't deserve to just open a P.O. box to receive things. So that is my justification as to why I don't. If for some reason it's what you want, I'll do it. So if there's an overwhelmingly good amount of comments down here in that area, I might get a P.O. box. But why? How do you feel about your success in not only YouTube community, but the Smite community too? Smite community. Alright, Smite community is weird. Because the moment that you don't do anything for the Smite community, they don't do anything for you. If you're not doing Smite, they ain't watching you. So my success in the Smite community was shocking, and then it was very shocking how fast they all left. But anyways, my success in YouTube is alright. It feels good, but it feels a little more pumped up than it is because the realistic amount of people who do watch me versus people who were watching me because I was Master's rank, which I was unaware that's what was driving the views up. I actually just thought that was a little gimmick and not that massive to my channel, but apparently it was, so whatever. What's the first god J felt in love with? I think J.E. was supposed to be you. Poseidon. They love playing Smite, but often get heartbroken from the mean and salty people that don't think they're dumping on young children. How can we stop this and make the game more friendly? There's a video going. I'm working really hard on this. You can't stop it. It's toxicity. SPL players do it. If SPL players do it, lower players do it. And again, that SPL players term is a very general term, but people know who I'm talking about. Weak Invidium, all those people who would go and harass and bully me, and especially the denial team. It's gonna happen. People are gonna dislike you. It's a competitive game. The best way to do is exactly what I did. Ignore the dick out of them. I didn't ignore them at first. They stick around, but in the end, it blows over. Nobody gives a crap. They want to feel good at that moment. And in the end of things, you can't make it more friendly. Other than making a community, which I did. I have a clan. I monitor it with my mods, and they tell me what's going on, and we try to ban anyone who is relatively toxic. By relatively toxic, I mean they gotta be pretty toxic. It's not just like, oh, you dare said shit, I gotta ban you. No, it's if you are really being a problem, we're kicking you out. There's no tolerance. And when you do that, only the people that don't do that typically stay, because we don't always just ban people, but when it is being clear that your intent is to harm people, there's no, oh, I'm going to give you a slap on the wrist. No, you're not getting away with that shit. There's somebody in the comments recently of one of my latest videos actually told me, fuck you, because I banned him and his crew, for, and I didn't even do the banning. That's the funny thing. The mod did the banning. But they got banned. I wasn't even aware. And they come and yell at me. Well, we know we were breaking your rules, but why didn't you warn? Because there's a zero tolerance. So the best way to do it, and I guess what I'm trying to get at, is we build a community. The community is a Smite community called the Tide community. It's a small community within a community. Or you just join the Tide community, which is a community amongst every other game that I play. But in the end, that's how we end up. You play with people who don't do that to you. If you get beaten by somebody better than you, so what? What's the point? Like, everybody loses. Do we need to remind them they can lose too? Do I need to go dunk on some kids? Because I can. I have all the time. In fact, there was a kid who would go out of his way to tell my allies that they did so bad they need to uninstall because he beat us in a 5v5. Oh, fantastic. I took him to a 1v1 and I creamed him and he played a top tier Bakasura pick and I got my Apollo. He got dunked on. He was not happy, he made a Reddit post, got banned from Reddit for witch hunting me. It was pretty interesting, but in the end of things, there's no escaping toxicity. It is in a MOBA community. That's what it's there for. It's a terrible community, and as Smite grows, so does toxicity. League of Legends full of it, Dota's full of it, Smite's gonna be full of it, Paragon's gonna be full of it, Overwatch is gonna be full, because they're all competitive games, so people just get angry. I get angry, I get frustrated when I play with people who just don't play at that level I do, so it gets frustrating that common things for me are not common for you, which doesn't mean you're bad. I don't get mad at you directly, I just get frustrated, so I do press a bit of anger, I'm not gonna lie, but there's a difference between frustration and toxicity. I've never told anybody they suck, I've never told anybody, you know, go kill themselves. I've always just wished them a good game, and if they don't want to take the good game, I would tell them to get dunked on. That's about as toxic as I get. So with that being said, the best we can do is stay with each other, or go make a community of your own, stick with them, find other good communities like mine, come back to me, we'll work something out. Will you be checking out Paragon or the new MOBA by Epic Games? I think it is the same one. But either way, maybe actually. With Smite being on decline for me, that sounds like a good pickup. I also am playing Dead by Daylight, which if you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. And right now we're going to go ahead and give away one of the raffles for the PlayStation card. And I need to wish the Paralyzer. Well, I maybe should have Paralyzer right there, right across the screen. For winning, please send me a message of some sort and claim your card. You have 1 month. Or I'm gonna give it away on Twitter and you lose it. That's just it. Alright, one more raffle to go and we're all gonna be done with that. Alright, moving on. What's your dream job besides YouTube? I swear to God, YouTube is not a dream job. I wanted to be a game designer. I want to make games. That's what I want to do. I'm never gonna be able to do it. I don't have time, and that's what you just need. You just need to do it. And I can't because I gotta do all the other things in life. If I didn't YouTube and I was able to sustain myself with my current job, I could make games as my hobby, but with all the time I spend on YouTube, there's literally no time to accomplish what I want. But with how life is going, I wouldn't mind just going down the route of YouTube. And if YouTube becomes my full-time job, I don't mind making a game as my side job. Help me out. If you could see one new addition or improvement to Smite, what would it be? The rank system fixed, please, so I can go back to my duel. That'd be great. Would you ever play with subscribers? I play with you bastards every day I play Smite. Don't even think I don't. In fact, that's like all I do these days. I even took up casting on my last stream. I was casting games between viewers. I mean, the community is everything to me. You know, if the Smite died, I got the community. We'll go find another game together. Will you join Battle Riff? No. Battle Riff, if you didn't know, is a kind of competitive way to gamble your money against somebody in a game of Smite. I don't care to gamble money on skill game, especially on Smite, a game that is heavily unbalanced and would require me to play top tier gods and just no money gambling. In your time of depression, are there any games that you look forward to playing that make you feel any better? Any games that just take you back to better times or force a smile upon your face even when the times are the hardest? Smite for a little bit was that for me. Black Desert for a little bit is, you know, I switch games. I keep playing new games. And when I beat games, I feel good. When I'm playing games in general, I get lost. I get taken out of the world and I get put into the game. I project myself. Hence why when my character takes damage, I say, ow. When, you know, stuff goes on, I freak out. It's not just a personality developed to overreact for YouTube. It's what I do. I've always done it. And so I guess it just makes me a natural when it comes to YouTube that I already react to what's going on in the game. Or I get so into it, I just mellow out and all those noises go in my head. And, yeah, it's just getting lost in games is what I do. If you weren't solo for your team, what position would you be? Solo. You're not taking me after that. I see you have Smite collectibles. What or who? Where did you get them? Hitpoint.com. They still owe me a Bologna statue. I actually got to contact them. I haven't seen dickens from them. Yeah, I got them from Hitpoint. That's Emir, Neath. Here, might as well just show Emir off real quick, real close. There you guys go. Emir's in his box. Neath and Anubis are down on the bottom. They're from Hitpoint. They're part of a collectible series, and I only got those 3. This is from the Bologna statue. It's a broken sword. Her hand is still on it. I'm keeping this up until I get the new Bologna. This is just my reminder that I am owed a Bologna statue. The next question actually rolls into that. What'd you do with the broken pieces? I threw them out. As per my agreement, I actually still have them, but I'm going to throw them out the moment I get my Bologna statue, because in case they want more pictures and prove I destroyed it, I still got the destroyed pieces. And is that her sword on the table? That is the sword on the table. What games are you looking forward to right now, and do you plan on playing them on the channel? Dead by Daylight, definitely playing it on the channel. You should see it already. It's put a link in the description. Otherwise, I don't really look forward to games anymore. All the hype, all the stuff I used to do. When I get to that game and it's a drag after all that hype, you don't know how heartbroken I am that like I would spend money on it. I've had that happen too many times. Sonic the Hedgehog, it just breaks you. So now I just wait for games to come out, or like E3 didn't even care about the announcements. Everybody's like, what do you think? I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I won't care until they're about to release. Dead by Daylight released. Absolutely fun. Absolutely a great game. Okay. What is the story behind you and your girlfriend? What girlfriend? I've had a boyfriend for like the last 3 years. I had a girlfriend before that. She was my ex-fiance until she ran away with my kid. What is your first job? Ooh. I think I worked at a movie theater. What was some of your past jobs? Movie theater, pizza delivery driver, a whole bunch of retail stores, stuff like that. When you started posting videos on YouTube, did you ever think that it would lead you to having influence in people's lives? No, actually, that was the weird thing, is the fact I have influence scares me. That's like power I don't want, or it's like having that ability to make someone happy sounds great, but don't forget you also have that ability to take that away. And damaging somebody's day is like the worst thing ever, and I get heartbroken whenever I hear, oh, you were mean, this and that, I can't watch it, and that breaks my heart. More or less because, let's see, I think the best story to go over is someone we called the Dollar Sobek. Cool cat, I think is what he called himself. The problem with him was just a mistake of what he walked into. There are things I do and do not keep my friends near, and for reasons I keep friends separated from certain things because I do not act friendly in a non-friendly zone. It's like if I'm competitive, it is a business and I will take it very seriously, and I don't care if we're friends. If you fuck me over, I'm coming for you. During when we were doing tryouts for the clan originally, I guess somehow, even though the title of the stream and that I announced it when I was taking names that this is for tryouts for the ranked clan, and I was being very, very not friendly, Dollar Sobek decided to jump in. His play was beyond what the expectations were. I made it clear we were looking for platinum. His plays were equal to bronze. Again, there's no reason for his, shaming him in any way, but he was someone who did show up to the stream. He was someone that I knew, and because of that, he came into an area of someone who would be close to a friend to me did not, and I criticized his Sobek. He missed every pull, died 3 times to missed pulls to towers, and killed himself feeding the other team. It cost me a ranked game, and because of him, I let him know that he needs to improve those areas, and that's that. And I was very harsh. I'm not even gonna lie, not even gonna sugarcoat it. It was harsh, and that was that. He leaves a YouTube comment saying you can't watch me anymore, and I didn't apologize because, again, you can't blame me for coming into a business area, attempting to go for that business. I give you the most truthful critique I can, some way for you to better yourself, to make it to what you want to do. If you joined me for that game, you wanted to join me. You wanted to join the team while you weren't up to that skill level. I gave you the critique you needed to fix the things I talked to you about, but instead you were very hurt that I would even talk to you like that, and then left. And it's like that's heartbreaking. I'm sorry, but I can't be sorry at the same time. I gave you the critiques. I gave you what you came to get. Like, that's what that was for. So, it breaks my heart when things like that happen. Same goes for the Scotty 3v3 crit video. Everyone was unhappy with the way I was treating my friends. But again, abrasive coaching, they got better. I don't know how else to say that. They improved their game. And the only people unhappy about it was the viewers. So I don't know. I don't like that's. I can make people happy, but it's really stressful when you know that same power goes the other way, even if you don't intend it to. Next question: why do I love you so much? I don't know. That is not a question for me, because you ain't here making love to me, so I can't answer that. You don't ever tell me these things. How long do you think you'll be keeping the Duel Club series going? Duel Club seems to be the only Smite thing I'm willing to do at the time, so probably at least 100 vids. What's your favorite thing about Smite? Poseidon. Would you consider bringing back the wacky builds? I did. I tried. It doesn't get views, so no. Are you going to continue playing the Darkest Dungeon? You should know this. Yes, it's already on my channel. What do you do for dinner? Depends on the day. Find out. Ask me that day. I'll tell you. Should the makers of Smite debuff Habar or keep him the same? They need to keep him the same. If they make him any worse, technically he's great for Joust, for Duel, but not for Conquest. So if they nerf him, he'll be worse for Conquest. And the final question of tonight, do you think you'll be going to SWCs this year? And do you think your new team might try going to the SPLs? No, my team's not going to SPLs. Yes, I maybe go to SWCs, maybe. There's got to be a demand for it because... let me just say that with what happened with SPL players mentioned in this video, they made me feel like I don't want to support that scene anyways. Like, one thing that came to my mind was they didn't care about my community more than anything. Like, it was... They asked me what community, and I said TydeTyme. It's my community that you're here berating. Like, they didn't just berate me. No, they berated the entire community. And then I was like, well, why would I go to the SWCs to support them? I could take my money and go visit and make a meet and greet for me without Smite. But Smite is still important to me in a way. It's a love-hate relationship, and I'm not sure if I should let SPL players do their thing. If you guys can do me the favor and tell me what team Barracuda is currently on, I might go to the SWCs and purposely support his team over all others, depending. But if you guys let me know in the comments below, we'll do the final raffle right now. Get it out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank the gods for more 400 gems. Let me know you won. I'll drop the gems into your Smite account. 400 gems, all winners for you. And that's about it for the raffles, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any more raffling goodies to give out. We still got like 2 or 3 more of these question videos to go. So thank you for watching, and thank you for being as awesome as you are. Thank you for the support, and thank you guys for just making me possible. 5,000 or 50,000 subs is a little bigger than 5,000. 50,000 subs, I owe you all an amazing thanks. Even if only 1,000 were still the active viewers, even if 5 of you. It only takes the 15 to 20 people that show up to my stream to make me feel like I'm welcome. Not the 150 that come to Smite stream, but the 20 that stick for any stream and just hang. Means a lot. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game.